Hello everyone, my name is Abhinay Singh Anand and today I'll give you a tutorial on how you can create your own repository in GitHub and what is the basic difference between Git and GitHub. So let's get started. Basic difference between Git and GitHub. Git is your software with which you can track where the changes have been made in your program. All right. And GitHub is a platform where you can actually see where the changes are being made. Where it is a platform where you can apply Git. All right. So let's take an example. You want to call your friend. Okay, what will you do? You'll pick up your phone and dial his or her number and then call. Okay. So making a call is can be termed as Git. All right, is similar. It is actually similar to Git, and the platform that you're actually using to contact your friend is phone. So phone can be compared to GitHub. So this was a very basic example of how can you compare Git and GitHub with a call and a phone. You might be thinking that what languages can be used in GitHub? There are n number of languages that you can use. It can be Java, it can be C, it can be C++, it can be Python, it can be JavaScript, it can be any language that you can use on GitHub. All right, there's no limitation on it. So now I'll be telling you how to use GitHub, and before that I'll be telling you what are repositories and how to make a repository on GitHub. Repository might sound like a very fancy term, but trust me, it isn't that fancy. Its literal meaning is a folder. A repository is a place where you can store your files. So it is a storage, right? It is a storage file, nothing else. So there are two types of repositories. So there are two types of repositories. One is local and the other is remote. Local from its name, you can say, is something which is just on your PC, on no one else's PC. And remote is that which is being stored on a cloud, which can be accessed from, let's take an example, from my place and can be accessed by someone who is in America. All right, but I can just access the repository which is in local. All right, so now I'll be showing you how to create your own repository. So here I have my GitHub account opened on my Chrome. So you can see that there is a tab named repositories. Click on it and then you can create a new repository by clicking on this button. I want to name it as portfolio. All right. So you can give any kind of description over here and it will be a public repository. For private, there is you need to purchase their you need to purchase their membership. So I'll be making a public repository. If you want to add a README file, you can do it. I already have it in a folder, so I won't be adding a new one. So create repository. So it's creating now. So you can see a repository has been created and it has shown me some steps that I need to follow. So in documents folder, I have created a folder named as GitHub. Open it and here is my file which has all my code and other stuff. All right. Now open this file, right click and git bash. Before doing this step, you need to make sure that you already have Git installed in your computer. You can do so by the link that I'm giving in the description. So now the very first command will be git initiate. Now what it will do, it will create a new repository on the local. All right. Git initiate, enter. So now I will be checking if a repository has been created or not. So for that we have a command git status. So it says that yes, a repository has been made on branch master. Remember, we will be using this master branch later in the code. All right. So my next step will be adding all the files which are in the folder into a local repository. So for command for that is git add. Now I can add file by file, but that will be a very long process to do. So if we have a command dot, we will use dot for that. But I will show you how to insert file by file. So for example, I'll be taking index.html. All right, here I have index.html. So now I'll be checking if the file has been added or not. For that, we have the command git status. So yes, it says index.html file has been added. All right. Now I'll be adding all other files by using dot. Git add dot. So see, it has added all these files. Now I'll to make sure that these files have been added. Again, I will check if again I will use the status command. So yes, all these files have been successfully added. Now we need to commit these all files. All right. For that we will use git commit. Now we will be using a switch hyphen m. Now what is hyphen m? It is a switch that will increase the functionality. All right. So enter. Oh, I'm so sorry. Git. So yes, all these files have been added. So now we have successfully added all those files into the local repository. Now we want to add all these files into the remote repository as well. So we have to make the connection between both. All right. To make that connection, we need to use a command. All right. That command is shown on your GitHub screen. So hop onto the GitHub. See, it says git remote add origin https://github.com Abhinur Singh Anand /portfolio.git. Copy this and we'll paste it on. So next step is to check if this URL has successfully been added or not. All right, I'll be using git remote -v. Again, -v is a switch. All right, it will be used to check if the URL has successfully been added or not. I'll see. So it has successfully been added. So the next command that I will be using is git push -u origin master, and this is what it has shown me later. Now when I refresh my GitHub screen, see, as I've already done over here, all these files have been successfully added. That means that you have created your repository, remote and local repositories both. All right, let's summarize it and now understand the command step by step. So we'll be starting by what is the basic difference between Git and GitHub. So Git is a program which tells you about what changes have been made in a code, and GitHub is a perfect platform to use Git. So this is the difference between Git and GitHub. Now in GitHub there's something called repositories, which are also known as repos. There are two types. Number one, local, and number two, remote. Now, local repositories can be accessed only by you. That means they're only in your computer, and remote repositories can be accessed by by anyone around the world. To create a local repository, there are few steps, and those steps we will be discussing down there. So your first step is to initiate. Initiation actually means that you're telling the computer that I want to create a new local repository. So the command for it is now. The second command is that you have to add all the files which are located in your folder. So to add all those files, write git add dot. Dot is for if you want to add all the files, or you can directly type the name of the file and the extension. It can be any random name. So now I'm putting on over here dot. You can check the status of your git bash. You can use the command git status. It is completely optional to do, but it's better to check side by side. So, so now next we have, if we have already added all the files and we have to commit it now. So git commit switch m and in double quotes, the message. The message can be like first commit, it can be second commit, or the number of commits you make. So you can again check the status of the bash. Now we have to add the original. Now we have to add the URL. We have to connect it with the remote repository. Till this we have created a local repository. Now we are going to create a remote repository. Over here we will use the command git remote add origin and then your URL. URL will be shown on your screen of GitHub. So the next step is git remote another switch v. This is used to check if the URL has been properly added or not. All right, and then the last step is git push. Git push hyphen u and the origin branch name. Origin branch. So this was from my side. Thank you. You can leave your questions down in the comment box and I'll try to solve.